the one website thing where you can get your domain and all that.
Oh, Squarespace. Squarespace?
Yeah, and you can pay them to just go ahead and you tell them what you want and they design it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They forgot the Shopify element.
Exactly. Orlando says, at least don't use HoneyBuddy until the website is secure working problem. Orlando, if you put it on the checklist, you do all this, bottom, use the HoneyBuddy account. It's got to be at the bottom of the list. It's after the other steps. You're skipping steps, man. Allegedly. Could have been worse, says nobody. Look at Ham with the singers. I see what you did there. I assume Probstein had to deal with eBay if he had site issues, part of the disaster recovery plan. I'm sure he would have wanted to do that. Like, but what's eBay's incentive? That's why I'm asking the question. Like, well, so wait, you're ditching us, and then you want us to leave the door open for you as a backup plan?
You want to be competition, but if you can't handle it,
but it doesn't work out, like, you want to come back. Eric, like, if I was eBay, I'd be like, you can come back, but we're going to adjust. The terms are not going to be quite as sweetheart as they were in the past.
Yeah.
You can still give them better than normal terms, but you don't have to give them. Oh, but I've been on there for like 20 years or 15 years or whatever it is. Yeah, but you're not now.
It's like leaving a job. You get out through seniority.
Yes. Yeah, you took a siesta. Now you're coming down. Now you're coming back. I don't know about that one. Again, business is business. Just eBay's a business too, man. Just saying. U105 says it's assumed that the website and mobile app were vibe coding. Would you like some vibe coding? Ryan says it's going to bring AI to fix. It's going to bring AI to fix the shill bidding issue. Maybe. It's building a website. How hard can it be? Really, very hard.
Building a website, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But if you have a little bit of training, I think building a website isn't really that difficult. What's difficult is the security and making sure it can handle the amount of people that are going to be on it, the traffic. That's where the real difficulty is making it strong enough to handle the traffic and the security. Yeah, I know a bunch of high school kids could probably build a website, right? But can you build one that's going to have over 1 million people visiting it a year? That's different.
Pay big app, but you have no options. Pay up ring. Indeed. David says, I'm glad he's back on eBay. Hey, some people will be. But what's funny is, so going back to what I was saying about the reason I was saying that, business is business. eBay, of course, wants the business, but at the end of the day, if you have a disaster on your own platform, and to be 100% honest, I listen to podcasts because obviously eBay has a lot of consigners out there. There's a lot. Slab Sharks over in Canada does that business. There is, as I said, 4 Sharp Corners. There's DC Sports. Like, there's a bunch of them that do that kind of type of business. The reality is, if you're eBay, you're like, do you really care if it's Probstein or do you care if it's 8 other ones who pick up the slack? If at the end of the day you're getting the same amount of auctions and you just break it up over more of them instead of having 1 or 2 big ones who can threaten to leave, it's actually not a bad deal to have a couple of decent sized ones that are doing their business, they're operating, and again, you can have DC Sports, 4 Sharp Corners, and all those other guys. You don't need Probstein. He was useful because he was bringing in a fair bit of business, but what else can you do? If the business just goes to the other guys, why not? Just spread it around. The other consigners can get some of that business too, and then you're all good to go. So you can have some fun. So let's go on here. How much in fees do you think eBay made off Probstein?